Yeah! Justice has been served!
This my shit. All the girls stomp your feet like this. Few times I've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. 'Cause it ain't no holler back girl, ain't no holler back girl. A few times I've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. 'Cause it ain't no holler back girl, ain't no holler back girl. It's my shit, it's my shit. It's my shit, it's my shit. I heard that you were talking shit and you didn't think that I would hear it. People hear you talking like that, getting everybody fired up. So I'm ready to attack, gonna lead the fight, gonna get a touchdown, gonna take you out. That's right, put your pom-poms down, getting everybody fired up. Few times I've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. 'Cause it ain't no holler back girl, ain't no holler back girl. Few times I've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. 'Cause ain't no holler back girl, ain't no holler back girl. It's my shit, it's my shit. It's my shit, it's my shit. It's my shit, it's my shit. So that's right, they meet me at the bleachers, the principals, non-student teachers. All of us wanna be the winner, but there can only be one. So I'm gonna fight, gonna give it my all, gonna make you fall, gonna suck it to you. That's right, I'm the last one standing, another one bites the dust. Few times I've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. 'Cause there ain't no holler back girl, ain't no holler back girl. Few times I've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that. 'Cause ain't no holler back girl, ain't no holler back girl. It's my shit, it's my shit. 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 You say this shit is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-N. This shit is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-N. This shit.
It's time to burn, baby, burn!
Did y'all think that the effigy was going to last forever? Oh, KJ did it to it, did I not? You know, I got to thinking about it and I thought, nothing's better than seeing a full 7-foot photograph of Lori on the beach getting married to the Chadster. You know, I had to make sure that her dream of her new life would come to the reality of a jail cell. The bottom line is this: she's going away for life. She's not, y'all. She's not going to be on the streets. Oh, yeah, she's going to take a little detour to Arizona. The bottom line is I'm through with the hussy. And I'm so thankful that everyone tonight got a little chance to see that happen. But we need to chat about what happened today. I know a lot of y'all, I'd say all of you, absolutely saw today's hearing. Y'all have to excuse me. I had to wear all that theatrical makeup. I've got my better half here, and I think that we're going to sit down with you. Get in here, honey. And we're going to talk to y'all this evening about what happened today. I prepared a few notes. I also want to thank Cresha K. Easton of Difficult Research, her family, all the victims' family members, for showing me and my husband what strength really is in the midst of all the trauma, the hurt. I love them so much with my heart. I want to see them heal, but they're going to have to do that. But I have all the faith and confidence that they're going to do just fine. You know, today after the hearing, the sentencing hearing, Wayne came home and he got a chance to hear Lori speaking today, y'all. If I could have pictured it, and I'm going to have to go back on Cresha's live stream, in that exact moment when she said she was going to speak, and the look on Cresha's face, I've got to screenshot it because it was a shock to her. It was a shock to me. I didn't think she was going to speak, y'all. But I let Wayne listen to it. And Wayne, do you want to say anything about what you heard today?
What a blooming idiot that woman is. It just don't get no worse than she is.
I'm telling y'all, every word that came out of her mouth today, it absolutely was like nails down a chalkboard for old KJ. How you doing, Bryn Marshall, Grammy B, Paisley Dreams, Tina Reddington, 1979 ACR, Jill Schneider, Jean Marie, THX, Cats or Dogs, Jules and VA, Olive Heatley, Carrie Ann, Eminem, Beach Bum, Harley 62. Y'all, I couldn't believe her using the terms Jesus and Jesus Christ today. And I could not believe she would sit there in open court and tell everybody she's been in heaven, and for her to make the statement that she knows more than most people, then why in the hell? Why in the hell was someone who knows so much damn shit? Why would they end up in a jail cell as a serial killer? Huh? She is not delusional. She has to give some kind of explanation other than the truth. And the truth is, y'all, she's a serial killer who killed her kids, murdered them brutally, and conspired to murder Tammy, and also basically murdered Charles Vallow for money. The sick and most diabolical reason anybody could ever hurt a living soul. So a few of your comments before we move forward. Julie Coe says, I wanted to jump through my phone to cause so much damage to that lying piece of scum. I've never in my life threatened another human being, but my anger with her made me mad. How dare she call Tammy her friend? She never met her. What a terrible piece of garbage. No garbage can be recycled. Scum is so much better. May all her victims rest in peace now. Cook Goose in Florida said, so grateful for that judge after the ridiculous statement by Lori and the horrific defense statement. I mean, what was Thomas trying to say? I guess he read Lori's, not her victim, but just her allocution, whatever you want to call it, and decided to throw Jesus into the mix there. It is a disgrace. It is blasphemy for Lori to get up there and start quoting verses out of Holy Scripture. I guess she doesn't really know what that means when you talk about he who is without sin cast the first stone. What? Because the judge or anybody else in that courtroom isn't lily-ass innocent that, I murdered these people, so just let me by with it. Give me a break. The woman obviously didn't read in Holy Scriptures about respecting authority, following laws, the Ten Commandments. For goodness sake, she is far from incompetent. She is absolutely diabolically narcissistic through and through. The whole damn thing was about me. And then she goes on to talk about, well, Tylee was in such pain. She was in the hospital and all that. What is she saying? What is she saying? She's saying that because Tylee had pancreatitis, that she was going to put her out of her misery? Give me a break. Joanne Robinson says, I had to post on my Facebook, not your God. Our God gave you life in prison without the possibility of parole. Amen. And OMG, when the judge said you went down the rabbit hole of your religion and stayed there, that was just hilarious. And I'll tell you what, y'all, we've all bitched and whined about things that Judge Boyce has done. But today, he buried her ass. And he did it very articulately and within the realm of legality. I thought it was so sweet when he asked her, are you happy with your legal representation? And she said, yes. That signs off on her bullshit of ineffective counsel, right? So, we heard a lot today. We heard from victims' family members. And I want to personally, Wayne and I both, we want to personally say that we love Kay, Larry, Cresha, and their whole family. Wayne, did you want to say anything?
I want to say hi and thankful that y'all get the results that you wanted.
The results that the victims' family members wanted, what they wanted was justice. It was very, very telling to me as I heard Larry on the courthouse square this afternoon talk about he's not going to think nothing else of her. He's done with her. And Kay, I could spend hours talking about her beautiful, awesome numbers statement that she come up with. It was very well thought out. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It absolutely tore my heart out to hear these victims' family members today. It just absolutely destroyed me. Samantha William. I mean, y'all, I'm just going to say it. When she started telling Lori about this is an atonement and talking about the religious aspects and telling her that no angels have visited her and all that other stuff, my heart swelled for that family. Samantha William laid into her. Every word that came out of her mouth, I was just beaming with just truth. The whole thing, it was so wonderful to hear Samantha William go off. It hurt me to hear her talk about her loss of her sister, but I was so very proud of her for what she said in court today. Along with Samantha was Vicki Hoban, which was Tammy Daybell's aunt. She herself, she ran up against a little bit of objections there with Thomas. Give me a break. It's absolutely despicable that there would even be an objection from a victim's family member. They don't say what they want to say. That's what I'm talking about. This is healing for them. But then we get to Kobe And I understand he was in the courtroom. I understand he didn't want to get up there and speak his mind. He read a statement out. And just the fact that he did make a statement, which I was under the impression that he wasn't going to be making a statement, whether he said it himself or whether Rob Wood had to read it off of a letter that he had sent in, makes no difference to OKJ. The fact is, he was in court. He did give a statement. And he rose above what his mother had done, because at the end he said he, basically was saying that, everyone involved, he wished for healing and stuff. So he's really trying to move on with his life. And he's lost a lot. And so, anyway, T.S. Jackson 72 says, I couldn't believe Lori's attorneys would object. I've never heard that during a victim impact statement. Kobe did the best he could, says Bryn Marshall. Mr. KJ is tired, says THX. Well, y'all, I'm going to tell you what, this man has been there for me through thick and thin. He supports me. Y'all know this. The Rays on here know how much Mr. Wayne has done to help OKJ. He humors me. He, kids around and says, that I've got this midlife crisis thing going on. Well, let me tell you something. I am 52 years old and I'm enjoying the hell out of my midlife crisis. Because as long as I am speaking truth about that damn hussy and the damn justice of this country, by God, I tell you what, I'll take about 1 million midlife crises. How about that? Bryn Marshall says Wayne is awesome. Good man, says Maggie Jane. Thank you, Wayne, for standing by your bride.
You're welcome.
I'm going to let you go now, honey.
All right, thank you.
You want to say bye to everybody?
See y'all later. Have a good one.
I ask too much of him. I really do. I hope that everybody got something out of the effigy, because if anyone was thinking that we were just going to stand around the fire and watch it slowly burn, that's not how I roll. I'm done with the hussy. I wanted her gone quick, and that's exactly what we did. I do want to make this announcement. I have a gift for Cresha K. Easton. I've got a little 3-footer. I've got a little 3-footer for you, Cresha, to commemorate the fact that she'll never walk on a Hawaiian beach again. She'll never get to wear the little flower necklace. She won't get to be in her little bikini anymore. Cresha K. Easton, I love you. I wanted you to have this. I want y'all to know that this damn hussy in her picture, she's sitting here doing this number. She is a freaking hooker. She's a hooker. But Cresha, this is for you. I'm going to mail it to you. I'm going to sign it. KJ and the Ray says goodbye to the hussy. Because let me tell you something. After today, she's just a number. She is just a number. That's it. So, another announcement that I want to make while I'm on here. Because we have gone through this all together race for a long period of time, KJ has accumulated so many pre-records, so many live streams. I've already said something to Cresha about this. I don't know how we're going to do it, but my entire catalog I am donating to Difficult Research. I want Cresha to have it. She don't have to put it on her page, or she can if she wants. I want to extend that in honor of you, Cresha, and Jason, and your entire family. Just know this. There's not been a moment during all of this that all the Rays, all the people that's in the community that love you so dearly, it's not a moment gone by that we haven't prayed and thought about you. So I just want you to know I love you. Also, how about the sentence, y'all? How about that sentence? Do you think that she's getting it through her hussy brain of hers, that there's not any way possible that she's ever going to see outside of a prison again? I mean, we're talking, 2 life sentences fixed for JJ and Tylee. 3 conspiracy to commit murders, which Whatever the conspiracy is the same as what they do. So in total, 5 life sentences fixed. So she can enjoy her time in prison. The Lolo can learn the ropes, being able to serve others in there. And she's going to serve in many different ways, y'all. She's definitely going to learn how to do things that she doesn't normally do in her life. Yes, Just Me says, well, she's got to go back for Charles's trial. Yes. And also Brandon Boudreaux. And I'll just say this. All along I knew that Arizona, they dropped the ball. We all know this. But the fact that they filed the charges and the fact that Maricopa County says they will extradite her after she settled into her new little cell there in Pocatello Women's Prison, the bottom line is that unfortunately it has become a backstop because it should have been priority one from the get-go. They should have held her into Arizona before she went into Rexburg. And speaking of that, when Judge Boyce articulately said today that she went into Rexburg, Idaho with plans, y'all. This is a judge that was appointed by the Idaho Supreme Court. When she went into Rexburg, she had already planned to murder the children, isolate them, get them away from their families, the people that loved them. The way that he laid all that out, the very fact that Judge Boyce says he was not going to judge her religion, but he said he couldn't think of one religion where their God would have done something like this. I could not have said it better. Jay says she wanted to be in Idaho so bad. Well, now she's there. And yes, she wanted to lay flat on her back and spread her legs for old Chatty Boy. It doesn't look as she's going to get the gherkin pickle ever again in her life. Maybe she'll be able to get some kind of deal going with the kitchen where she can get her a great big deal pickle or maybe a real rock hard cucumber. Maybe she'll be able to duplicate the stiffened mashed potatoes. Maybe, just maybe, she can roll up some bread and do it to it with the squeezed cheese. Because here's the bottom line. The woman will never leave prison again. She'll just be a number, y'all. She's not even worth me even talking about her again. And in fact, the one thing I forgot while I was down there before she melted away in that fire was I was going to burn up the wig of her and her freaking Laura Ingalls braids. I was going to take her prison uniform there that says prison number 144,000 and burn it away. But I got sidetracked. And maybe it's destiny. Maybe I'm supposed to hold on to those costumes. Who knows? I know that the Rays on here enjoy a little crime skit here and there. Inmate number 666 says Just Me. She moved around a lot. Now she has a permanent address, says Olive Heatley. Great point, Olive, as usual. She wanted to be like a gypsy. She wanted to go from one place to the next, always having someone else pave her way, whatever she was doing. Today proved to me beyond a shadow of a doubt everything I said, and many of y'all said as well. She will never come to terms with what she's done. She's got herself convinced, and folks, it ain't a delusion. It's her narcissism. If she had to face truth in what she did, Judge Boyce is sitting there telling her what she did, and she doesn't want to accept it. The bottom line is that she's going to live this out for the rest of her life. Religiosity, she can kiss my country ass because the woman knew right from wrong. I'll tell you something. All these victim impact statements today, the fact that Rob Wood said that if she really believed this stuff, just as Candace and my friend Jenny said 2 years ago, if she really believed this, she would have preached it. She would have preached it. She wouldn't have been hiding from it. And this ain't none of that bullshit about hiding in a cleft of a rock. Give me a break. CDM says Lori just used religion. Narcissists never admit they're wrong. Evil, sadistic demons, says Maria P. I'll tell you what, y'all. It was unbelievable. What she said today, what Judge Boyce said, what Samantha William, Kay Woodcock enlightened us all. We knew that Kay and Larry brought JJ home from the hospital, but we didn't know what went on before they were able to bring him home. And that beautiful thing she said about sitting in the wheelchair and being rolled out like a new mother, it tore my heart out, y'all. Every word that came out of Kay Woodcock's mouth has changed me forever. I'm telling y'all, as I said before, what Kay Woodcock said today, everyone in this world needed to hear. The love, the compassion, the commitment, the integrity, and the fact that she brought up Charles Vallow, and the fact that everything that could have been said, I didn't even know. I was thinking, well, I hope they say this, I hope they say that. If they'll just say that, I'll be happy. They went above and beyond, thinking about things that I'll never forget. It has changed me for the better in my life. It's one thing to focus in on this damn whore, this hussy, and what she had to say today. And, if anybody really wants to really get a kick out of anything, go back and listen to her statement there and home in on the look on Judge Boyce's face. He trembled as he spoke when he finally spoke. The man has been the administrator of justice. I feel like he did everything properly. I am sure there is no room for appeal for this woman. She can shit in one hand and hope in another, because she gave no hope to her victims and she gave no mercy to them either. And for Thomas to get up there and say it's time to heal, the only damn healing that anybody needs are the victims' family members and society as a whole. And the healing starts with that damn hussy being in prison the rest of her days. Could y'all imagine her being out on the streets at some point down the road? She is scary. She will go down in infamy, y'all. She will be studied by law enforcement agencies all over the world, FBI, profiling and all that. She will go down in history as one of the most evil, diabolical serial killers that there ever was. That is my opinion, and I believe it to be true. Just Me says, I think Thomas's speech was for himself. I think he began to talk about, his years and doing this and that. He tried to make it personal about him and his wife talking and stuff. If you'll recall, in Archie's closing statement, one of the first things he talked about is all his years as an attorney and all that. It's just strange, is it not? But you've got to admit, y'all, that somebody had to defend her in this broken system of justice. If KJ would have had my way, I'd have brought her here to Tennessee and walked her down a dead-end road, or perhaps took her behind the barn and I would have reappeared by myself. I will leave that just as it is. True love is telling the truth even when it hurts. Her parents and siblings enabled her by not telling her when she was wrong. And Gibson, I agree with that. But then again, there are a lot of people, including myself, that grew up in a childhood where everything wasn't, Brady Bunch. There was some toxicity in there and my dysfunction growing up. But that doesn't mean if my family members would have enabled me and made me to be emboldened or whatever, that gives me permission to do what she did. She made a conscious decision to do these things. She conveniently leaves out her reasoning in her statement of how the children died and all that. She wants to bring up suicide or deadly medicine interactions. Who the hell is she talking about? Because nobody knows how Tylee died. And maybe there's a little shred of truth in that damn lying whore's mouth. Maybe she poisoned her own daughter and murdered her overnight. And this suicide thing, who's going to commit suicide? JJ? I don't think so. Oh, Tammy. Tammy's going to commit suicide. Give me a break. Nothing she said today fits the evidence. Everybody knows clearly that she is a serial killer who sat there and planned it all with that damn asshole. She wanted their deaths, and that's exactly what she got. And for her to get up today and bring up Jesus Christ and how she's been in heaven, folks, she was in heaven, and yet did she not want to explain this? Well, I was in heaven. I was in heaven, but I made a covenant. What was the covenant? To come back down here and murder all these damn people? I don't think so. She wasn't in heaven, folks. She wasn't in heaven at any time. And she sure as hell has not sat and talked with Jesus Christ. At least him not talk. She might pretend in her own mind that she's been face to face with Jesus Christ. I couldn't help but think today, as she spoke out loud, that there are people out here today that believe the same shit she does. And they better damn watch their ass. Because now, if they continue in what they're doing, it will lead to death. It will lead to death. And unfortunately, there's just too many things in a particular organized religion that allows these people to enhance and build upon this organized religion. And it's absolutely leading to murder, to terrible outcomes. I have never, not once, ever put a blanket statement on any full organized religion. Never done it. I'm just saying, these ideas that she's talking about today, some of it was whack. Some of it was pulled out of her damn nasty ass. But some of it is believed. And it's just a damn shame, really. It's a damn shame. They need to get a certain Julie Rowe off of TikTok. We live in Utah near the Corey Richens. Who said that? Corey Richens Mansion, says CDM. Thank you, KJ. We're so grateful for your knowledge and taking us on this journey with you. Justice has been served. Well, thank you so much, Jer Harris. It was nice meeting you in Idaho. It was absolutely impressive how you ran me down at that sporting goods shop. I want to thank all of y'all for every bit of information and time and effort that you've given this channel. Y'all are the reason I was ever here in the first place. Y'all have made me so very humbled and blessed. What do I do from here? Well, folks, KJ's going to be taking a break for a while. I need to clear my head of the hussy. But I will be active and I will be strong with Cresha K. Easton and Difficult Research. She deserves the platform she has, and there's no doubt in my mind that she will continue to grow and prosper. She will speak truth to power. And I am so proud of you, Cresha, for all that you've done. I've seen you evolve and grow into a powerhouse. You mean so much to my family. We hope that you and Jason will come visit us here in Tennessee. And I promise you this as I sit here, there won't be too long till KJ will be coming down to Louisiana to visit you again one day soon. I hope you will roll out the welcome mat because I miss you and I love you. And there's been more than one time that people says if I could only give Cresha a hug. I want to give you another hug one of these days, Cresha. It can't just end with life without parole for the hussy. It has to stay strong with what you are doing and and what the Rays and your community is doing in terms of justice through understanding. So anyway, I just love all of y'all. It's been a really, really wonderful day. Justice has been served. We knew in our heart of hearts that this would it would end up like this, but there was always that little chance that it wasn't going to go exactly the way we'd all hoped. It went far and above and beyond. I'm so thankful. I prayed so very hard. You know, there is no power. There is no power but that of God. And the powers that be are ordained of God. People have their own self-will to do the evilness that they do in this world, but God's power overcomes it all. So I just want to thank you all again for everything you did. Andrew and his friends, Dylan, also John Daniel Powell. He is one heck of a performer. He's an excellent pianist. He's an excellent DJ. He's an excellent light man. He's worth every penny of everything he's done for this channel. Wayne and I want to thank all of y'all for all the times that y'all accepted me, even when I was falling on my face, even when I made mistakes. Y'all were there for me. Y'all mean so much to me. Y'all will be in my heart forever and ever. Make no mistake, research and analysis in you. The Rays will forever be part of my life. So I'm going to get off here. So there's some that needs to go to bed. KJ's going to do a little partying tonight. We got this awesome DJ here, and we're going to have some fun. I'd love for y'all to join, but y'all don't need to see KJ getting sideways, do you? So I love you. Cresha, I love you. God bless the victims' family members. Justice has been served. We'll get back together soon, y'all, with Coffee with KJ. So keep on looking.